It's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is simple ways to become a happier man. Well, I've got all my, a lot of videos on leaving your verbally abusive wife, and weight training, and focusing on you, and a variety of topics. But I kind of wanted to talk about a couple of simple things that I like to do that make me happy, and that I think would make a lot of guys happy. So one of the first things I like to do is every weekend or every other weekend, I like to go to a coffee shop and purposefully set aside quite a few hours to be there. I bring my planner book and my journal book and some pens and some scratch paper and my computer and my phone, and I like to go to Panera Bread because they have serve yourself coffee, so you just buy one cup and then you can keep refilling it, so you don't have to keep rebuying it. So I'm frugal. I don't want to keep rebuying the coffee. You buy it once and then you can just sit there, and they have the free Wi-Fi for the computer, and that makes me happy to be there. It's like the consistency. If you only go to the coffee shop once a year, I don't think you're going to come across all kinds of breakthroughs in your journaling. But if you're going every weekend or every other weekend or 3 times a month or some number that makes sense to you in your lifestyle, you're going to be able to, I think, have some pretty good breakthroughs on your journaling. It's going to be an opportunity for you to think and to plan and to daydream and to figure out, well, what should I do next? What was successful in the past? Should I redo that? Was I successful in the past? 5 years ago, 10 years, 20, 30, 40 years ago? Could I try to get something like that into my life? And that's where the coffee shop idea comes in. If you're trying to do this at home, you'd be tempted to do it in front of the TV, while you're during the commercials, or you have laundry to do, or errands, or, meals to prepare, or cleaning, or, that type of thing. I find that going out of the house and spending the time with the whole goal of the time to focus on your life, do your journaling, get your calendars, get your computer with your spreadsheets of your listing, and spend some time on you, and that makes me very happy to do that. And then I find when I record it at the end of the month, if I've been in the coffee shop 2 or 3 or 4 times, that makes for a pretty happy month and fairly productive. So that's a simple thing. Another simple thing to do is that's hard is to weight train. Weight training is very tough, but it's very good for you, and I call it a simple thing, meaning I just do it. Don't make it too complicated. I go with the starting strength style method for as much as I can. I just enjoy the process of getting stronger, and it's a simple process. The other thing I do is simple, is I try very hard not to compare myself to other people, right? And that's, the more you can do that, the better off you're going to be. Somebody will always have something on you, right? So comparing yourself to them is gonna, generally, it'll make you miserable. So I wouldn't do that. I would just compare you to you, right? Are you happier today than you were a year ago? If so, that's great. Can you keep doing? If not, what is the problem, right? What happened this year that is making you less happy than you are now? And that's where the journaling comes in, because you'll have the notes from a year ago, what you were up to, what were you doing a year ago that was making you happier than you were then, okay? Another simple thing I do that makes me happy is I do not watch any news programs, that come on, that are on TV. I find that the more I not watch that, the happier I am, because I contrast my happiness with the people who do watch news, and they are far less happy than I am. I do look at the news, written reports, but I'm also careful with that to try to minimize that. The reading it can be detrimental, but the watching it is extremely detrimental, and that you should be vigilant to not do that at all. Another simple thing I do is, let's say, my entertainment that's more passive is watching movies, not TV shows. I just find that TV shows not as good as a decent movie. Hour and a half or two of a movie, I find a few once a week, once every other week, more in the winter time when there's less going on, to be more entertaining to me. Now the movies, there'll be commercials too, depending on how I watch the movie, but it's just a simple thing that makes me happy. Another simple thing is to relax your standards where you can. How often you clean your home. Maybe you relax your standards. How fancy of a meals you prepare. Maybe you relax your standards. How often you do things. Maybe there's something that you really like to do, but it's difficult, but you love it. But if you relax your standards and say, well, I love doing that, but I just can't do it as much as I'd like. For example, for me, I love going out on the town and the nightlife, but I've relaxed my standards. I don't do it that much. I just do it a little bit just to keep enjoying it, but I don't find the need to do it a lot anymore like I did when I was a younger man. In the years after I left in my 40s, I did enjoy going out quite a bit. Now in my late 50s, I love going out, but it doesn't have to be that frequent. I've relaxed how much I want to do. I tone it down. Those are just some, let's say, simple ways to become a happier man. All for now.